Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome. It's another DLC day, the contract DLC. We're going to go over everything, showcase everything, explain what it's all about and talk about all the changes that have been made. So I was streaming for 5 hours on Twitch this morning, just trying to get my head around everything. There's a few sort of public service announcements that I need to talk about. First of all, before we get into the main meat of showcasing the DLC, obviously we're going to showcase, the missions and new cars and things like that. But the first thing to mention to everybody is, as you can see from this clip from this stream this morning, the new tuners have all been nerfed. So those crazy high top speeds that you used to be able to get from the tuners with low grip tires and stanced, when I said that, I said don't be surprised if this doesn't last because it's obviously just a bug, they fixed the bug. So you're not able to get those crazy high 160 mile an hour top speeds anymore with the tuner vehicles. It also seems like a few of them have been nerfed in the races as well, so lap times might be suffering. The Vector seemed not as badly affected and kind of lost maybe a tenth or two. Obviously I'll need to do the proper retesting, but reports are that the Calico, for example, things that have that rely more on their engine power, those have been more badly affected. So yeah, no, that wasn't a feature. That has now been fixed. It looks like the Comet SR, Comet S2, even with the bumps and stanced and low grip tires, it's only topping out at 130. So yeah, they've basically added new advanced handling flags to all the tuners, and you can't get those super high top speeds anymore because it was a bug. I mean, that's what I said at the time. So yeah, they have fixed it, which is going to be a lot of retesting for me. I'm going to have to basically take every tuner out again and do a new lap time for them. I don't have a priority to do that immediately. I'm going to focus on, obviously, the new vehicles first, but I will get that done. We might see a sort of a 2022 tuners video that gives you all the new lap times for all the tuner vehicles, and the order might be completely different. The Vector is probably still going to be up there, but the Calico might take some hits. The Sultan might take some hits. I don't know. So that's a lot of retesting to do. I will get to it when I can, but I need to prioritize the new vehicles testing first. But yeah, new advanced handling flags on the tuner vehicles, no crazy high top speeds anymore, and generally they all seem a little bit slower everywhere. So the next thing is, before we get into the actual cars, we got badly cockblocked by Rockstar, because as you all may remember, or if you've been on my streams or watching my videos for a while, you probably know that there's one thing in particular that I always say is really frustrating, and it's the fact that you can't use the Ardent in Sports Classics races because it has these two piddly little guns on the front of it, and because of that you're not allowed to use the Ardent. Even though the Ardent is a beautiful car to drive, it's right on the pace of the top Sports Classics cars. It's got basically a similar lap time to the Turismo Classic, the Cheetah Classic, the Rapid GT Classic. It's right up there. It could be very usable in Sports Classic races, and it's really nice to drive. But what have Rockstar done? Well, if we now go to available vehicles in races and we go to Sports Classics and we open it up and we scroll to the bottom, the Ardent is available in races! Look at that! The JB700W2, but the Ardent is the main one. There's also, this applies to the Night Shark in off-roads class and the Paragon R armored version in sport class. Isn't that amazing? This immediately, when we noticed this morning, this became the best DLC ever. And then about 10 minutes later, we realized why it wasn't. Because you can only use the stock versions of the vehicle in races. You can't use your custom Ardent in a sports classic race. You can't use your custom Paragon Armored in a sports race. You can't use your custom Night Shark in an off-road race. Only the stock versions are available. It would have been better to not have them at all, honestly. I thought I was so happy for about 10 or 15 minutes until someone just realised and said it in the chat that you can't actually use them in races. I'm putting the chat on because, yeah. Oh my god. I could not, but it went from the best DLC ever to the very worst DLC ever just because of this. Like, hopefully they'll fix that, but like, it's there, it's available in the menu in the creator. We can enable the Ardent in sports classic races, but we can't use the custom version, which is the only one you'd ever want to use, you know, because the custom version is the one that's perfectly on balance with the top sports classics. It's only the stock version would be nowhere because it's so much slower. So yeah, those are the two sort of main PSAs for things that aren't in the main DLC itself, and that one especially was a massive disappointment. Obviously the tuner situation, that's going to be a lot of work for me to do at this point, like to retest all of those tuners. That's already giving me a kick in the crotch, but that giving me the Ardent and then taking it away from me again immediately was even worse. That was just like stabbing me through the heart. Thanks, Rockstar. I love you as a friend, Rockstar. That is exactly what Rockstar just said. I love you as a friend. They give me the Ardent and then they take it away again. I hope that it's just like an oversight and they'll just enable it and it's like an easy fix or something, because my god, to be able to race the Ardent in sports classics races since gun running would be amazing. But we'll get onto the actual DLC, shall we? Wonder if the Calico is affected. It is. All of the tuners are affected. All of the tuners are slower, it seems. But those that rely on engine power more, like the Calico, like the Sultan, seem to be more badly affected. The Vector has gotten away with it a little bit because it was all about grip anyway. It could be just that the Vector is the only one you ever want to use now for tuner races. I need to do the retesting, obviously. Hey, what's happening with it, pimp? You know who it is. It's your boy LD. We'll listen to this. I know we ain't chopped it up in a minute, but I got a homie that needs something. And y'all just might make a perfect partnership. Let me read this thing. Looking for a professional operative to co-manage private intelligence business catering to celebrities and high net worth individuals. If that sound like you, nigga, you need to get your name on the lease over at Dynasty 8 Executive. And my boy gonna holler at you. Peace. And there we go. That's how it starts. The contract DLC and the agency and everything. I wonder if my ZR350 will be better now. None of the cars are going to be better. They're all going to be worse. They're all going to be slower. It's just some will be more slower than others. And obviously the crazy high top speeds aren't going to be available anymore with the low grip tires or anything. So yeah, we get that call from Lamar. And I've got to say, the mission aspect of this, I haven't played all of it obviously because it's quite in-depth and there's a lot to do. But certainly the cutscenes, oh my god, it's so much nicer than what we got from tuners. But then you go to Dynasty 8 Executive and you enter the site and you can see obviously these are our office locations. He gets such a huge boost from... Maybe we should share some more love with Rockstar and buy more shark cards. Irony of. Thank you, Curio, for the 5 Swedish francs. The cursor has looked like a middle finger on GTA since 2013. But yeah, these are the different locations for the agency. This is the most expensive one. 2.8 million for the most expensive. I think this is the next most. 2.4 million in Rockford Hills. Then there's one for 2 million. That's the cheapest. 2.1 million for Vespucci Canals. So This is the cheapest in Little Seoul, but it's still going to set you back. Did I say Swedish francs? I meant Swiss. Sorry. The cheapest is going to set you back 2 million. Now we've got different art styles, and if you want, you know, some different paintings on the wall, that's going to be an extra 300k. Different wallpapers, and these set you back quite a substantial amount as well if you go to the highest ones, another 400k. I'll just leave it basic for now. You can have a different color for your highlights around, so there's a certain level of customizability to the agency itself. Another 100k for that. And then we've got the armory, which I haven't actually looked at fully, but it seems like it's basically an ammunition, but in your agency. And it's also a little bit cheaper for the weapons. And you can only get the EMP and the stun gun. Those are 2 new weapons. You can only get those 2 new weapons here at the armory. So you have to buy, it's like a paywall for new weapons. It's a paywall after a paywall after a paywall. But if you want the armory, that's going to set you back $720,000. I will get it this time because I haven't looked at it properly yet. So we'll take a look at that on the stream. We've got accommodation as well, if you want to obviously spawn here and stuff like that. And then vehicle workshop for an 800k. Now there are some vehicles as part of the new list that can be upgraded in a different way and with some funky weaponry. We're going to look at that too, so I'll buy that as well. So if you want, you know, if you want to have access to all the paywalls, if you want to break down all the paywalls, you're looking at 3 to 4 million, because you need the armory to be able to get the 2 new guns. You need the vehicle workshop to be able to put the new weaponry on the new vehicles. But you obviously don't have to get that kind of stuff. But if you want a stun gun, you have to buy the agency, then you have to buy the armory, and then you're allowed to buy a stun gun. So let's buy this. All right, so visit your agency to meet your new business partner and access security contracts as a VIP, CEO, or MC president. There's another little knife dagger to the heart that you'll see later on regarding the agency and the missions. But we'll leave that for now because we'll just showcase the new cars. So Legendary Motorsport, there's 7 cars available at launch. We've got the Champion, which has become the new most expensive regular supercar in the game. Probably because you can put a load of funky mods on it. You know, that's $3 million, but you can put like homing missiles and rockets on it or whatever it is. But you can still use it in races as well. So, but you wouldn't want to. Just to point out, I know I haven't tested it. I haven't done any of the lap times yet, but don't buy this car if you want it for performance. It's slow as balls, at least for a supercar. So there's another PSA. And don't buy it for speed, because it's not going to do anything in supercar races. But yeah, the Champion. We've got the Deity for 1.8 or 1.3 million. We've got the Jubilee. That's 1.6 or 1.2. Yeah, the Champion reminds me of the Sultan RS, the SC1, those kind of like weird supercars that you question why they're in the supercars class and they're not quick enough to even be quick in the sport class, for example. It'll probably be faster than a Bullet, yes, but maybe that's it. We have the Ignis. That's another new supercar that will probably perform significantly better than the Champion in terms of lap time, at least. Like I say, the testing hasn't been done yet. The testing will be done for all of these cars. I'll be doing the lap times. It'll be one video that will contain all 7 cars. Just a little bit of patience, because obviously it takes a lot of time, but you will know the lap times and the top speeds for all these cars as soon as I can. It's not electric, no. It's $2.7 million for that one. Then we got the... Oh, how did you say this again? Sinkemiller? I said that wrong last time. Kinkemiller? Damn it, I had it right, but I've forgotten it. I've forgotten how to say it properly. That's a sedan. And it's 1.7 million for that one. Chinkemiller. Thank you, Chinkemiller. I knew there was something to... I knew it wasn't the sink. And the Astron. 1.5 million for this SUV. And since I was... What's that phrase that they say on like cooking shows? Here's one I did earlier or something like that. Here they all are. So we got the two supercars first. The... damn it, I've forgotten the names already. Ignis. The Ignis. This is the Ignis. And the Champion. Oh yeah, I didn't do Southern San Andreas Super Autos. That's only because there's one car on there. The Buffalo STX. It's a new version of the Buffalo. And they basically copied and pasted it from the old Buffalo because it's got all the same deformation as the old Buffalo as well. But it does perform a lot better than the old Buffalo. It's $1.6 million, this one. But only if you buy the agency. Basically, the Buffalo STX has a trade price of 1.6 million. It has a regular price of 2.1 million. But if you buy the agency, then you get this. You unlock the trade price just by buying the agency in the first place. And this Buffalo STX is going to be hands down the new quickest muscle car in the game. So the Dominator ASP's reign at the top has ended as quickly as it got it, basically. So this is like Franklin's new car, essentially. This is his sort of new Buffalo in the story, now that we're many years down the line. So if you want to be the quickest in muscle car races, you're going to have to buy this. It's basically what the GTX was to the muscle class. It should be in the sports class instead, because it's basically a sports car. But it's not, it's in the muscle class, and it'll just dominate everything. It's basically a Dominator GTX in terms of grip, but with some decent top speed. So the OP sports car is in the muscle class, and the regular Buffaloes that could be in the muscle class are in the sports class doing nothing. So, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, the testing will be coming, but yeah, there's no way that this isn't the new quickest muscle car in the game by a mile. It's just, it's on a different level. It's a sports car. And there it is, the Buffalo STX. Again, quite why it's in muscle, I don't know, but let's be honest, none of the classes have made sense for a long time. This is the Ennis Deity in the sedans class, and we've also got the Chinkemiller, which is also in the sedans class. So these are two sedans. We'll see if they're any good to beat. What's at the top of sedan? It's the Shafter V12. Oh, I can't see them being beaten. I can't see them beating that. But anyway, we'll find out in the testing. Then we've got the Astron, the Fiesta Astron, two SUVs at the back, and the Jubilee. These are both in the SUVs class. Probably not going to do anything up against the Toros, but we'll see. So two SUVs, two sedans, one muscle, two supercars in the initial release. And then we've also got the drip feed coming as well. I've already sorted out the video for that, so keep an eye on the channel for the rest of today, because the video showcasing all the drip feed cars the prices of them, the order that they're going to be released, that'll be out a few hours after this live stream is done. Once I've just, done a bit of editing on it. So, yeah, that'll be out today. I've managed to get that done. Before we leave for the agency, I want to show you one thing. A few people have already pointed it out in the chat. What's wrong with this car? The Jubochi Champion. What is wrong with this? There's something not quite right with this Jubochi Champion. What could it possibly be? If you put the White Stripes livery on and you have the sun strip on as well, it has Declass written across the sun strip. Obviously, Jubochi is the in-game representation of Aston Martin. Declass is the in-game representation of Chevrolet. So it's like Aston Martin putting out a car with Chevrolet written across the windscreen. Ah, good times. Good old Rockstar. The good old Declass champion. So those are the new cars. Like I say, the testing will be coming all in one video, so just keep an eye out for that, and keep an eye out for the drip feed cars video, which will be later on today. But now we got to go to the agency and check that out. Oh, sorry. I reckon this Ignis could be like A tier of supercars. It feels a little bit quicker than B tier. Like it's maybe a little bit quicker than sort of your Tempestas, Osiris, things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was in the B tier as well, but it feels like it could be A tier. It's not a bad car, but I don't think it's going to be Emirates or Krieger levels of performance, the Ignis. Alright, agency. I'm going to see a... Shut up, Dom. I'm going to see a few cutscenes, and I've got to say the cutscenes are really good. The DLC in general, from a, like, cutscene story perspective, is so much better than Tuner's. For a second, please? Wait, listen.
Boss, you got to visit him. Oh, yeah? That's who it is. Okay. Sorry about that. I didn't know who you were. I won't make that mistake again.
Sorry, I didn't know who you were. I won't make that mistake again. Instant reference to Tuners and those scumbags.
So what you think about all this? Shit,
and it's Franklin. Good, right? Franklin's back.
Our business. You feel me? You put the bread down. Shit, you the owner. I'm the manager. Franklin Clinton, dog. And that over there is my old ass homie Chop. Shit, he don't get around too much no more.
Look at Chop.
Everybody I asked about setting this thing up, they all pointed straight at you. A genuine, real reputable. Now me, shit, I'm a hustler that made it big. Big house, nice cars, a family, and everything. But damn, man, I miss getting these fucking hands dirty. And from what I hear, you ain't got that problem. You run your own shit, and I like that. Hey, look, come walk with me. I want to show you something. Now the streets, I know real good, because that's where I'm from. But now I work with rich folk who got rich folk problems and no fucking idea how to deal with them. You know, like the kid might stole a car, or they might owe money to the wrong fucking people, or their wife might be screwing the tennis coach. But guess what? My homies can help them with all that.
Screwing the tennis coach.
This is your office. I'm gonna get all these jobs for us, and they gonna show up on this computer right here. It'll be small fry at first, but one big client, man. One A-list name. And we straight.
Hey, that's our hacker right there, Imani. She works up on the operation floor where all the high-tech shit at. Oh, shit. Hey, Imani. Man, these kids, man.
Knock, knock, my politically incorrect racial epithets. What that shit do?
What are you doing here, Lamar?
Nah, the question is, what are you doing here? Is that who you bringing in with you? Why you didn't tell me? I'm the one who called that pimp. Put him up on everything, dawg. And you motherfuckers got the nerve to cut me out? Well, I got 2 words for y'all. Finders, motherfucking feet. That's right, I'ma sue y'all ass. Matter of fact, I'm gonna blast your asses out on Snapmatic. Where my phone
Man,
at?
hold
Oh,
on,
shit.
dog. Man, I was gonna look out for you. Chill out, all right? Shit, I got something here. Dog, come on.
Nah, put that shit away. I'm part of San Andreas' budding cannabis scene. I remember this dude when he was broke as fuck. Could barely get a motherfucking coach seat. Now all of a sudden, eating grapes in the cockpit with the captain. Look at you. And you, I ain't even finna go in on your dog ass, cause you know what's happening, but I ain't tripping. Cause now, it's LD's turn to come up. How's that for a sample?
Okay, I see you. Nigga, this some good shit.
You damn straight. That's that payal.
All right. Hey, you get going on those. I'll be in my office, all right?
Right. Hey, who was that badass love fist looking bitch? I mean, nice young lady with the profitable posterior right there.
Nigga, that's Imani. That's Pearly, nigga, the homegirl's daughter. She handle all our hacker type shit.
Ooh, that's Pearly daughter. I should have known. She hacking this shit too? I didn't even know they had a computer. Damn, I feel old.
Tell me about it. You get going on those jobs. I'm gonna go work on this big client for us, all right?
Wait. You mean big client like Tony McTony? Come on, man. Tell me you got Tony McTony. See if Tony McTony will post my weed on his page, man. You got me, Frank? Come on, man.
Whatever I got going, man, you got going, so I'm gonna look out for you. Hey, I'll be in my office. You keep doing what you doing.
Man, he be lying like a motherfucker. But anyway, though, now look at you. You feel like somebody now, huh? You OG now. Your nuts is almost big as mine, but they won't be. Not at all.
Oh man, that is a perfect encapsulation. So log on to your office computer to access the network and begin a security contract as a VIP, CEO or MC president. Complete contracts while you wait for Franklin to get in touch about the VIP client. That cutscene is basically a perfect example of the entire, like, the story aspect of this is by far the best. You know, there's issues with the cars and some of them might not be great and prices are as usual, and they cock block us with the Ardent after giving it to us and taking it away and then changing all the tuners. Yes, there's a lot of issues like that. But the actual storyline and, well, I don't know the full storyline because I haven't played it, but I've played the first few missions and the cutscenes are just on point. Classic Rockstar, good to have Franklin back. You know, it's just, it's proper GTA and it's such a nice change to have this again after tuners. You know, there's even what Lamar said at the end there, like, you think you're someone now, you're an OG now, you know, speaking up, the character, like our GT Online character, saying good things about us. It's such a difference after the tuners DLC with those two jokers just acting like they're everybody. So yeah, very nice. This is the armory. I've not actually been in here yet. You can purchase weapons and equipment at an exclusive discount. Okay. And yeah, Franklin's really good. Speak to the requisitions officer to view a selection of weapons, Mark II upgrades, ammo, and armor. Gun locker, customize the loadout, that's normal.
Just like old times.
Equipment such as rebreathers, night vision goggles, and earpieces can be purchased here. So this is basically like an ammunition in your agency, but with like some discounts, I guess. Oh yeah, and Franklin. Oh, it's a great. I tell you what, I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna go there in this stream. Remind me at the end of the stream to go to the house. All right, let's speak to the. I've not actually been here. Requisitions officer.
Scary ass shit.
So we can buy everything that we would normally buy. It's actually organized properly. You don't have to mess around with ammunition. So where is... There's the stun gun. 356,000 for the stun gun. And you've obviously got to buy this armory first to be able to even use it. There's a new heavy rifle. That's new. And where is the EMP thing? Compact EMP launcher, 377.
They'll already be dead.
Short circuits and shattered dreams. So that's where that's the only place you can buy those two weapons. You can get the heavy rifle at regular ammunition, but the stun gun and the EMP launcher you can only buy in that armory. I did not know there was the room here. Oh, must be I didn't have it earlier, I guess. Because this is where I didn't buy the accommodation. I guess this is your accommodation. Okay. Right. Are you ready for the big downer? Are you ready for the second cock block of the day? There it is. There it is, right there in the top left. There it is. There it is. Yeah, I think the chat deserves to be on for their reaction to that. You have to be in a public session to do it. How to destroy a DLC, indeed. It's such a regression over what we've had. Things have gone so much better over the last, few years of DLCs. I think it was is it Casino? You don't have to do the set. Like, we had Doomsday Heist where everything had to be done in a public session. And then a Casino, wasn't it? Like, the setups could be done in an invite only or something. And then we had Cayo Perico where everything can be done in an invite only session. The whole thing can be done on your own in an invite only session. And then they give us everything has to be done in a public session for this. It feels like such a regression on what people actually want. So yeah, I would show you the missions, but I can't because I have to join a public session. I will anyway though. But yeah, it's such a shame. It really is. Of course, there's all ways to get a public session for yourself, and I recommend trying them and doing them. It's a shame that you have to do things like that to get a solo public session just to do something without being griefed. Especially for a DLC that's so focused on story mode and... Actually, let's not do that. It just goes against the whole ethos of the entire DLC to force public session when it's so focused on story. Trying to do one of the missions and a Mark II blew me up. That doesn't surprise me. That's probably one of the worst decisions that they've made, I think, to make public only for this DLC.
What do you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
Champion.
It's coming at you.
So there is a garage with the agency. It's a 20-car garage.
It's all good.
One step forward, two steps back, I know. Yeah, the Champion does not drive nicely either. It's not just that it's slow, it doesn't really feel nice to drive. Nice to class Champion. So... Oh, it's his bagger. Franklin's Buffalo STX was here when I tried this earlier on Xbox. So I guess Franklin has... This is like basically Franklin's parking spot. This is our parking spot. This is like the agency parking spot. And we can't put anything in these two spots. So I'm guessing that'll be used by like other people, VIPs that come to the agency and things like that. But you can take this car. It's a sort of upgraded Ennis Jubilee. It's only for like agency use. You can't like call it in with your mechanic or anything. You can't use it in races. You would have to buy it separately. But it's you know, it's a car that you can take out if you want. So this is the garage. We've obviously got that floor. We've got this floor. 6 spots here, maybe 7 actually. And then bottom floor, another 7 spots. Or 6 spots, because this is one of the bikes that is new, but it's in the drip feed. You can't buy this yet, but you will be able to. It's called the Revis. I believe this is Imani's Revis. So I like the way that they've done that. Like they've put in vehicles from the other characters who you're working with. Kind of feels like real. But yeah, there's 2 new bikes to come from the drip feed. Again, you'll see them properly in the video, the drip feed video, and I'll talk about them, prices, all that kind of stuff. But let's explore that vehicle workshop bit, because I've not done this yet. I didn't buy the vehicle workshop this morning on Twitch. Reva. The Rockstar Newswire post says nothing about Prime bonuses this release, so just the 100k week as normal, no freebies. Yeah, a lot of people are asking if Prime got any of the agencies for free, but I guess not. So it's a 20 car garage in total for your own cars. Right, so we got the regular armor, but there's also armor plating. These are sort of all your standard stuff. Imani Tech. So that's Imani is the character, the lady character who we saw earlier. She kind of runs the tech part of it. You can only have one Imani Tech, not both. Okay. So we got remote control unit for 235,000 or missile lock-on jammer. So you can, I mean, obviously this is meant to be, you're playing the thing in free roam, in public sessions, and you've got Mark IIs trying to chase you down whilst you're doing a mission, and you have a missile lock-on jammer so they can't lock onto you, but they're going to get you anyway. But the remote control unit is interesting. I'll buy that. See, I'll show you. There's only, I think it's 4 vehicles that can have this Imani Tech on it. Can someone tell me which 4 they are? I've forgotten already. But there's only 4 of them. The Champion is one of them, and that's probably why it's so expensive. Let me get rid of that bloody livery, for God's sake. There's also machine guns you can put on it. The armor plating makes the car take 11 missiles before exploding. Well, that's good. I'm not an expert on all of these. You can get slick as well. Proximity mines slick. So oil slicks. But yeah, I'm not an expert on all of this aspect. I talk about how quick they are, so I'll leave others to figure out how good the cars are in, like, I don't know, PvP formats or whatever. The Jubilee, the new Ennis, and the Buffalo. The Ennis is the Jubilee. Maybe it's only 3. Is it the Buffalo, the Ennis, and the Buffalo, the Jubilee, and the Champion? So the Buffalo can get all these upgrades too. Presumably, I haven't tested yet. Presumably, you're just able to... Oh, the sedan, the Ennis sedan. The Deity, yes. So the Deity sedan, the Jubilee SUV, the Champion supercar, which is what this is, and the Buffalo muscle car can all get this Imani Tech and weaponized stuff on them as well. The other vehicles are kind of like normal vehicles, really. I assume you'll be able to use these things for races, even with that, and it will just be disabled in a race, but I haven't tested it yet, so we'll find out. I'll tell you what, let me put the oil slick on and we'll try to use it in a race. Some of the unreleased vehicles have these features too as well. Okay, fine. I bet the Buffalo's faster than the Champion. I wouldn't be surprised. Right, how do we do this? Remote control vehicles, RC personal vehicle. This is the first time I've used this. Hold X to detonate, L to drop a mine. Can you only do it first person? So you can only use first person. But it's like an RC tank or an RC bandito. But a personal vehicle. Again, it's only with the 4 vehicles that I've mentioned. So the Buffalo, the 2 NS's and the Champion. And then maybe 1 or 2 of the drip feed vehicles. So yeah, you can just drive it around. And then what happens when we detonate? Wait, what was it to detonate? It's a shame that we can't do that with market. Like, why is that not just a thing that they retroactively applied to all cars? Why is it only these 4 new cars with Mani tech? Like, what happens with detonation? Do I need to call insurance now?
Hello, this is Morse Mutual Insurance.
No charge.
Sure. Have a nice day.
If you do it like that. So
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service?
it looked like there was a separate icon on the map
do that.
when you did that. Yeah, I wonder if passengers could ride in it. Anyway, let's try to, because I need to go into a public session anyway to show off the missions. Let's try and use it in a race with all of those oil slicks on and stuff like that. Supers is right. Yep, you can still use it. So, unfortunately, it's only the poor Ardent, the Night Shark, the Paragon R Armored, and the JB700W that should be usable in races, but aren't. Can't seem to activate any oil slicks or anything, so it just disables all the weapons, which is how it should be. If you've got a vehicle with weapons on, like the Ardent, it should just disable the weapons. I mean, you look at the Comet Safari, that has guns on it. The Revolter can have guns on it. They just get disabled when you're in races. Yeah, I tried left stick. God, this is so slow. Oh man, it's really slow. That's like back of the napkin math. We're talking like under 120 miles an hour. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's a supercar. And it's the most expensive supercar in the game now. Well, without weaponry, but then you can put weaponry on it, I guess. Right, I'll do the first mission or so. Again, I'm going to be in a public session, so it might just be absolute garbage, but I'll try my best. Just to show how the missions start. Should have been a sports car. It should have been a sports car, and even if it was, it wouldn't have been on the top pace of sports cars. It's the new Lynx, it is. It's the new Lynx. Way overpriced. Actually, before I do that, I don't have... I don't even have a buzzard on PC. Can you not? I'll show you Franklin's house because it's worth looking at. It's a little Easter egg, but it's just nice. It's very wholesome. Obviously, Franklin mentioned in the cutscene that he has a family, and you get to see evidence of that. So we'll take a quick flight to Franklin's house, then I'll go into a public session and showcase some missions. I'm not going to obviously go through the entire thing. It basically, with the missions, it's like a heist but with a different skin. So it's not a heist, but there's sort of, you've got your usual setup missions and sort of smaller scale missions that will then unlock bigger scale missions and get you to the overall goal. And there's a story going through it, you know, cutscenes and all that kind of stuff, and certainly more involved cutscenes than anything else. It's probably one of the best in terms of sort of the story aspect, and it should be. They're bringing Franklin back. It should have that. Right, where am I going? The wrong way is where I'm going. I believe they can all be done solo, yes, but again, public sessions. Some of the missions are done in a public session, and then some of them are actual missions that you go into, like old heist style. Oh, the other car's not there. Dang it. When I was here earlier, there was another car outside. And the car on the left was Franklin's car, and it had on the license plate Franklin. I recommend coming here, like, just to check it out yourself, because there have been changes made to his house. But obviously the number plate on the car that was parked here was Franklin, and the number plate on this car, Tanisha. So they did get together eventually. As you can see on the sign, the Clintons. It's a proper family. And there's even beach balls, buckets, a slide. I think Franklin's got a baby, or well, a kid. So Franklin, Tanisha and baby all together. Still in the same house. There's a media stick here, by the way, if anybody wants to know where that is. So yeah. I think the interior of Franklin's house is exactly the same as story mode, but yeah. Check the SUV license plate. Did you not just see me do that? So there you go, a little Easter egg there. I feel, from what I understand, there's a few Easter eggs elsewhere as well. Like there's an area in where Lamar lives, like in the Davis area, for like his new weed business and stuff like that. There's a few small Easter eggs like that around the map. I didn't actually go to Franklin's old house. I wonder if anything has changed there. But it's such a good feeling DLC because it's showing you that Franklin has done well. He's got a family. You know, things are going well for him. It's nice. They're talking you up a little bit rather than you know, talking down to you like on tuners. It's such a tone change. Thank you so much for the tea. Where is his old house?
Summer, come on. No, you're staying there all the time.
Summer, you're with me now. You're trapped. It doesn't look like there's anything different here. No. Ah, well. It was worth coming to look at least. Alright, so we'll go to a public session so I can finally show you some of these missions. And there's little Easter eggs throughout the course of the missions as well. Like, Franklin often talks about his old crew and the things they did, and like there's little references that you know he's talking about Trevor, you know he's talking about Michael, things like that. So it's good in that respect. It's a really nice feeling, like good feeling DLC, completely different to Tuners, where the two characters are so frustrating and annoying, and they hate you and talk down to you and think you're nobody. It's the exact opposite of that. Come on, Summer. Show yourself. Dog cameo. Whilst we wait for it to load. Good girl. There's really funny moments as well during the story of the DLC. Alright. Okay. There you go. Like they've done a good job at the actual story aspect, and that's the most important part. It's just unbelievable that it has to be done in a public session.
You need, boss.
Like unbelievable. Summer is a poochin. Cross between a poodle and a bichon frisé. There's new clothes as well. I think there's one new haircut. Obviously we had the 3 new weapons. I think there's new masks, things like that. I don't tend to care about that stuff enough. And you can pet Chop. I've not tried. I didn't know that you could, but that sounds fantastic. I'm probably just going to choose the agency that's closest to my office on PS4. PS4 is the only platform that I actually care about in terms of having cars and locations right, because it's the one that I use most frequently. It's just impossible to somebody else coming here. It's impossible to keep track of 3 separate platforms and 3 separate characters. So I'm probably just going to choose the agency that's closest to my office, so it's easiest to get there. I've got the arcade in the same area, my garages are all in the same area.
Everything okay? I'll be
Well,
here.
not really, because I'm in a public session and that's never good, but
Hey, what
it
you
is what
getting
it
into?
is. Yes! Painting job! This is the best. You get RP for it too, and an award. Yes! There's some pictures.
See you soon.
So is that Franklin and Tanisha? It doesn't look like Franklin, honestly. Is that his aunt? Oh, sorry, you can't see because of me. You can see really clearly up here, but I'm blocking it. There we go. He's got his old employee of the month thing, you own Los Santos. Like, there's a lot of like little Easter eggs. It's nice. What's he got on the screen? Music. Yeah, the music's a big part of this. I haven't really seen much of the music, to be fair. I always have it turned off. Right, so to start a mission, you come to the computer, and we're going to hear a bit of a cutscene with some explanation.
Hey, what's up? I got you on this communicator thing, and I can see what your ass doing on the screen. So no creepy shit, alright? Now, like I said before, I'm a hustler who made it. I got in with a crew of dudes with some real experience. They taught me how to operate on a serious level. No more hood shit for me, you know what I'm saying? That's why we got to set up like this. Hey, look, click on the security contract page and check that shit out. Hey, so look, these the jobs we got right now. After the guys showed me how to make moves, we pulled a big-ass scope. And I cashed out. I was making investments, you know, other plays, and doing real good. But none of that shit hit right. And then I figured I should use my motherfucking street knowledge with these contacts. And that's the business right there. I'm a fixer to the rich and famous. But you can only go so far alone, you know what I'm saying? So I needed a grade A partner with grade A capital and grade A skills. Someone to help me turn my hustle into a major operation. And so here we are. These clients ain't exactly A-list, but now that we working together, shit, it won't be long before we get some of those. But look, for now, the work is robberies, recoveries, assassinations, rescues, and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Once you find a job you like, select it here. Then Imani and me will start moving on our side. And hey, I appreciate you want to keep a low profile. That's why my name is on the door, and I'm the face of this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working the contacts and you moving in the streets. Some of these can be real tricky, homie, but I'll let you know. And I'll make sure the fucking payout is worth it. Sounds good? Alright, well, I'll get working on the A-list catch. Somebody who will put us on the damn map. Hey, I wish I could get that girl on them billboards. Rosalia. But shit, man, I don't think her ass in enough trouble right now to need us. At least not yet. But we aiming high, homie.
So this is like the security contracts. There's different levels, and I think that's just basically a difficulty. All of the ones that I did on Xbox this morning were professional, but obviously we've got a new one there, specialist, and there's different payouts. Obviously, about 40,000 for doing one of these, and these are just sort of like little filler missions. These are the kind of things that you do in free roam. And you have to do one of these before you unlock the VIP contract, which you do later on. You know, you go through the story and it's all explained in the story, but we'll do one of these. I had a terrible time this morning trying to do it. Rosalie is on billboards in the game, specifically near the 8-bit arcade in Vinewood. The billboards are new in this DLC. Really? Yeah, that reference to Rosalie, I didn't understand it actually.
Stay safe, boss.
We can exit via a helicopter. You can get the Super Velito for free by buying the agency. And you can also fast travel from the agency like you can from the casino. It's such a... I hate that they don't go back for things like let us fast travel from different places like the office. They never go back.
Okay, now hear me out on this one. You know, rich people be having some of the crazy ass pets, right? I mean, I'm about the only dude I know with a Vinewood address who only got a fucking dog.
Rosalie's a pop artist in
my
real
neighbor,
life. Oh, okay.
This motherfucker in the music business, man, he own a fucking monkey. And the little guy just got stolen by Merriweather. I swear, homie, I know it sound crazy, but if you anything like me, you don't fuck around when it comes to the animal. You gotta get over to Humane Labs and save this little furball before he ends up with 3 tails or some shit.
Alright, Humane Labs it is. Yeah, the mission this morning did not go well that I did. I couldn't find the bloody button in the hangar to open the hangar doors. It was cringe. How many security contracts until VIP is unlocked? Just one. You just need to do one of the missions and then you get prompted to go to the golf club and meet Dr. Dre. And then you start that mission. I don't know whether you need to keep doing security contracts to unlock the next part of like each VIP mission. But that'll be something that people will find out as you know, people are going to go through this, people who aren't me, because there's people much better equipped to do this sort of stuff than I am. They're going to work out the profitability of it, the best way to do it, how it all triggers, all that kind of stuff, what it's like after you've done the story. Like, do you just keep stealing Dr. Dre's phone back? Probably not. There might be other VIP missions to do, and you'll just keep replaying them, kind of like Cayo Perico, where you steal the bonds first and then you steal different things. But it's just like it's like a heist but with a different skin on it, with different missions and things. And yeah, doing various different missions and stuff like that as leader will unlock trade prices of things. Again, I've got nothing that's got I've got nothing that's got silences or anything. Whether it would have been good or not this morning, I don't know. And you have to do the actual mission in a public session. Yes, this is in a public session. I'm probably gonna fail. Oh, okay. Should I actually use mouse and keyboard for once? How do you shoot with mouse and keyboard? Oh, this is so much easier. I'm so used to auto aim and playing with a controller.
Get that hoe. Get the shot.
I didn't play Vice City. Well, I played Vice City on PC, but with a controller. I've always played GTA games with a controller.
Ooh, I love this part. Take him out. No, move out.
Uh-oh. Holy moly. That was lucky. This is a new experience.
We got this pole, let's take him! Look out! Jerk off!
Definitely someone else here.
Sucker! Move it up! Don't give him the opportunity! They got Sanchez! Dickhead! Get that pole! You do not... Man down, damn it! Bastard!
Wait, where did that come from?
Eat shit,
Where did it come from? I know there's someone over there, but where is he?
dickhead!
Oh, of course.
Kill, kill, kill!
Isn't this the interior from one of the story missions? Yeah, a lot of the interiors are basically just from other things. Like the hangar that's used is your like a reskinned version of your personal hangar. Stuff like that. I collected the monkey. Sweet. There's a button on a wall. Much easier to find this time. Yeah, a lot of it is reused assets. I don't think I mind that too much, especially for a, persistent online game like this, but yeah, a lot of it is just reused stuff. What's up, Nicholas? Just got a monkey in the back. Oh my god. Damn it. God damn it. Then we gotta drive all the way back to the agency. Okay. So this is... Yes, thank you for the boost. So yeah, these missions are pretty straightforward. They're like go fetch something type missions, but they do take a bit of time. I can't see the agency stuff becoming more profitable than Cayo Perico, for example. If you want money, you're still going to do Cayo Perico. Uh-oh. God damn it. Of course, the bloody train. What the hell was that? That poor monkey, I know. I'm surprised it hasn't been shot. Nicholas has got it. So yeah, the main benefit of this is to actually play through the story. This is a small payout. I don't know what the payout is for the entire thing. It might be that the payout at the end makes it worthwhile going through all of it. When it comes to the OG heists, you got small payouts for the setup missions, and then your big payout came for the final heist. It might be the same sort of thing here. 1 million for the next step. Alright, there you go. But it's not going to be as profitable as Cayo Perico, obviously. But the fact that you've got to do it in public sessions, you can't just do it on your own in an invite only, that kind of ruins it a little bit, honestly. Cayo Perico, you earn so much more money and you can do it all in an invite only session. This might be fun to do 1 or 2 times for the story aspect, and then are you going to do it again? I don't know. Again, it will depend on the money and the time, but again, it's the lack of cohesiveness with anything that Rockstar does, making old methods better to do, or making the ways to earn money equal so you can sort of choose what to do. I mean, if they're going to turn it into a game where you basically just grind all the time, then at least make the grinding options interesting and don't just give us one way to grind, like making us have to use one muscle car for a race because it's so OP. Can other players steal the monkey? I don't know. I imagine they could blow me up, and then I would have to do this whole mission again. No? It can't be blown up? We're not saying anything. Alright. It doesn't tell me to steal your monkeys. Okay, I see. It's not saying, it's not like, sure, yeah, I suppose that's at least one thing. It's not like a cell mission where it pings your location to everybody in the session. At least it's somewhat off the radar. Well, I imagine you're on the radar, but it's not gonna highlight you. Yeah, Rockstar broke the muscle class, and 6 months later they broke it even more.
Nice.
I didn't get to see that cutscene before. I blagged out.
Looking good, boss.
Oh, what a scumbag! 4 months in a row for DW. Thank you very much for becoming a member and being a member for 4 months. That's what that button does. Thanks, Nicholas, for the help. So, let me take this car. Didn't follow the whole stream. What's new in the muscle class? All you're going to have to do is go back to the start of the stream.
Hey, partner, what's up? Listen, I got some news for you. Shit, some great news. I don't want to say too much over the phone, but remember that big client I was fishing for? The kind of A-lister that'll give us that jump? Well, check this out. We got a meeting over at the golf club. Yeah, that's right. It's all set. Hey, they playing that boring-ass game all day. So just head over there when you ain't handling shit for the office, all right? Oh, yeah, and someone in the clubhouse, they gonna help you get dress code compliant. Hey, I'll see you soon, all right?
So this is where you start the VIP contract. Again, you only have to do one of those regular contract missions. Yeah, I wonder who it's gonna be. And this is a different one where, you know, as you can see, it turns into a sort of normal mission. It's 1 to 2 players. You can do it on your own if you want. I'll invite Nicholas, why not? But it seems like the intermediary missions you have to do in free roam, and then these more major missions you do as a proper mission. It's basically like a cross between old heists. This whole DLC is like a cross between old heists, new heists, the office buildings with an arcade like functionality on top of it. Like, it's just a mashup of a load of different DLCs on a new skin. But the fact that we get Franklin back is just great.
Nice threes. Hey, how do I look? Let's roll. Hey, you know in Vinewood, this is where all the deals get done. But if you really want in on it, you gotta play the game. All right, look, follow my lead, because these dudes straight moguls. You see that skinny one right there? That's DJ Pooh. That's our plug, homie.
Nah, I'm going again.
Come on, really?
I can do better.
Is this what we got all dressed up for?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I knew I was gonna hate this. I don't like sports that you can snack when you play. Next time we'll go on roller skating.
Hey, good to see you, bro.
Hey, what's up, Pooh?
Man, who the fuck is this?
Shit, it's my business associate.
Associate. Shit getting real.
Hell yeah.
Come on. Now, you sure about this?
Hell yeah, I'm sure. Shit, we ready, we set up, we ready to go, dawg.
All right. But y'all better deliver. Fuck my shit up, too. Yo, Dre, this is Franklin Clinton. This is his associate. They gonna help us get that thing done, man.
What's up, dawg? Appreciate you for having us.
Not a problem. Just give me a sec. Ah, you know what? I'll take a mulligan.
That was a perfect shot. You could sneeze and blow that in.
Nah. Hold up. I got this.
This is a stupid fucking game. The things I do for a hit record.
So wait, you're the one that's gonna find the phone, right?
Excuse me, Mr. Young, is it? Look, we're gonna play through, okay? Give you plenty of time to finish up whatever this is.
You're gonna what?
Come on, we'll just be a second, right, Dre?
Play through. We're gonna play through.
Listen, you ain't playing through shit, motherfucker.
Oh, very nice. That's very nice.
This place is going to crap.
What did you just say?
You heard what I said. How are we supposed to play around with this bullshit? This used to be a club for pros.
Hey, man, back the fuck up and shut your bitch ass up.
No, screw this. I still have friends on the board. My wife's having an affair with the owner. Every single one of you is going to be blackballed before you reach the 9th tee.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Come on, Eugene. Me and you are going to make some calls and see what's what.
What the fuck was that about?
Man, the fuck if I know.
With everything that's going on in my life right now, this is the last fucking thing I need.
She's having an affair with the owner? I gotta call this guy.
Nah. Fuck that and fuck this. If these two guys have what it takes to find my property, then they can definitely take care of this shit.
We got you, homie.
Good. Cause I'm done with swinging these fucking clubs, man.
What are you doing?
Listen, take care of these fucking assholes before they make trouble for me. And if you do, you can handle my business. My phone wasn't lost, man. It was stolen. And there's material on that fucking phone that I really care about. Unreleased material. You know what I'm saying? And if you know anything about me, you know that I don't put anything out before it's ready. And I'm dead ass serious about that.
We got you, homie.
Come on, guys, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm getting agitated.
You were kind of pissed off before they said anything. You really need to try something for your mood.
I am. It's called golf.
Well, golf ain't working. Next time, we're gonna go skate at the rink.
Hey, you two bitches can't wait for the legend to shoot his shot? Oh, where you going? I thought you'd like to talk. Come on, man.
To be fair, Dr. Dre, it is not the worst of the voice actors we've ever had for GT Online characters.
Hey, get after him, man. Let's go.
Eugene? What? We have a serious problem.
So this is like the first mission, and yeah, I haven't actually come across the.
Hey, we ain't gotta kill no one here. We just gotta get them to stop.
I haven't come across the recording studio yet. But I know that it is in here, but there's going to be a decent amount of content, you know, to the missions and stuff. There's a lot that you're going to be able to go through.
Go, Eugene, save yourself. Holy shit.
But yeah, I don't know how long it is, or whether people have finished everything already, or whether it's, you know, a couple of hours of content. You know, I'm not as sure because I haven't played it through myself, but I would hope it would be a good couple of hours worth of storyline and content. Oh yeah, he's taking a different route to this morning.
That's one down. Now we gotta get his little fucking friend.
There's a lot of new music too. It's kind of nice to be doing missions with Franklin again, though.
Ram it again. Let's go.
You made your point. You can stop now.
Stop.
Currently doing the third thing. So there's three things.
Look, lay off a little bit. We need this asshole.
So it's like 3 stages, I guess.
Right? Follow him and let's see where he ends up.
Kind of like Doomsday, I guess. So it's a crossover between OG Heists and Doomsday, and 3 separate parts.
Hey, now this the day they gonna be talking about when
Yes, there will be drip feed cars. You'll get all the info about that in the video later today, so stay tuned to the channel. 3 separate missions with like 2 prep stages. Okay. I wonder what it's going to be like for replayability. I'm genuinely curious about that, what it will be like once you've done it the first time. Will you do other VIP contracts or... What? Will Dr. Dre suddenly lose his phone again?
Shit, alright partner. Hey, get your swing warmed up. Now let's play. Hey, come on, let's fuck his ass up a little bit.
Hey, come on, calm down.
Hey, come on, let's explain some shit to this little bitch.
Now, good, let's just be reasonable. What's your price?
Nah, motherfucker, it's only one language your ass gonna understand.
Take it easy. I apologize. You hear that? I apologize.
Man, come on, let's beat this motherfucker ass. Boom! Yeah, how that shit feel, bitch? Nah, hell no, I don't think he got it yet. Boy!
Okay, yeah. Call Mr. Young. Tell him I'll resign my membership today.
All right. I think he done some thinking. Now let me call Dre right quick. Hey, Dre, we took care of that thing. Nah, you won't be hearing from him no more. But what about that other thing? All right, cool. Look, send it over, we'll get right on it. My man.
There we go, mission done. Lovely 8,000. Thank you, Bash Brannigan, for the 279 Canadian dollars. Great stream as always. Thank you very much. I'm trying my best to showcase everything as best I can. So yeah, it seems like 3 parts and multiple different stages. You get 1 million for doing this first stage. There is a cutscene when you go back to the agency, and it's related to like you have to basically break into the FIB, and you know Lamar's there, Franklin's there, Chop makes a funny appearance. It's pretty funny. And I guess that's just how it is going to be, you know. You'll do a smaller mission, a couple of setup missions, and then you'll do the main mission for the second part, and then you'll do another smaller missions, then the main mission for the third part, which will probably be like stealing the phone back, which is the equivalent of Doomsday Act 3. So yeah, and then we'll have to wait and see what the replayability is like. This is a problem that can happen though, I've noticed, as part of this DLC. It's happened like 3 times to this morning already. Like it just does not load in. Oh, there we go, finally. The Chop scene was hilarious. If I get the phone call from Franklin in the next like minute, I'll go straight to the agency so you can see that cutscene because it was really good. Oh, but I'm not a CEO because of course you have to do it in a public session, and there's too many CEOs in the public session, so I can't be a CEO. So even if I wanted to do the DLC, I wouldn't be able to, and I'd have to find a new session. Little things like this. Why is it public session only? Why? But there you go. That's pretty much it. I've pretty much covered everything. Like I said, you do unlock a few more things like trade prices and all that kind of stuff as you go through the story. There's positives, there's negatives. The actual cutscenes and the story itself is really good. Negatives are the fact that it's in a public session. Positive, we got the Ardent in races finally. Negative.
We in business now. Look, head back to the office when you get a sec, all right? I want you to meet the team so we can plan this thing out. Man, if the old me can see how I operate now, I don't know what he'd think. We're about to do some high-tech problem solving. When you learn that shit, you can't unlearn it, right? Shit, guess I got to thank my old crew for that.
Negative being that you can only use the stock Ardent, not a custom Ardent. The tuners have all been nerfed, which means retesting for me and a different order. Vector's still your best bet if you're still frequenting tuner races, I would say, until I've done the testing to find out what the changes have been, but they're all basically slower. Some of the new cars might be okay, some of them are going to destroy the classes, some of them are terrible, like the Champion. Again, lap times for that are coming tomorrow. But we'll see this cutscene, because it's quite funny, and then we'll end it.
Hey, right on time. Come here, check this out. Hey, Dre sent over the number to that missing phone. Imani's tracking it right now.
That was like 20 minutes ago. This is a browser game.
Wow.
No, fuck. You want to know what I found?
I like her,
Yeah.
I think she's funny.
Okay, so it's pretty bad. The phone has a bunch of extra security to prevent remote access, which is cool until you fucking lose it. And it's a huge pain in the ass. It's firewalled. No way in, no way to track it.
So you saying we got nothing then?
We got one thing, but
he gets such a
like
huge boost from
radical.
Girl, I was being radical when your ass was still in kindergarten. What is it?
You break into the FIB, find the server stacks for their mass surveillance program, stick a thumb drive in one of them to give me remote access, and don't get caught. Then I can get a full data signature and track any copies that got made.
I thought this shit was gonna be hard. I made the FIB my bitch a long time ago. We got this, right?
I just want to know, why is it that every time I turn my back, y'all in here doing some slicing and dick-nicing and backroom dealings without me?
Lamar, what the fuck are you doing here?
Same thing you is, homie. Business. I need that sample I gave you, dog. This is a supply and demand situation going on. LD Organics is going viral, baby. I'm supplying the green community. The whole revolution, man. And every ounce count. So I need you to kick that up.
Man, whatever, dog. Look, it's downstairs on my desk in my office, all right?
No dealio. I went down there already.
You just gonna go through my fucking desk?
My bad, Mr. Mogul. I didn't know us lowly employees weren't allowed in your office. I wouldn't have drank your coffee.
Wait, hold on. Wait a fucking second. You ain't my motherfucking staff.
Hey, what's wrong with your dog?
Oh, he just... Chop. Come here, boy. He old, man. Come here.
C-Dog. Come here, boy. You all over the place, man. What's happening, Chop?
Man, I don't like the look of this.
Wait a minute. Chop, you worrying us, dog? Man, that dog high as fuck. I can tell. It's all in the eyes, man. 100% purebred, satisfied LD Organics customer right there.
Chop, what the fuck I tell you about eating weed?
You're gonna have to get the little homie some snacks, because he gonna have some major munchies in a minute. Get him like a little burrito, like a monster burrito, the wet one.
Sorry to interrupt, but the client, if we're going after this phone...
Client? What client? What the fuck?
Man, you wasn't supposed to see that.
Nigga, we done lost cabin pressure up in this motherfucker. Dre lost his phone? Dre lost his phone. That man's a physician. You know how important that is, man? I bet it's all kinds of shit in that phone. I wonder what's in that phone. Dude been making beats for years. A legend. Man, look, if that Mythical Lost album was up in that motherfucker, you playing it for me first.
Dog, Trip, it ain't like that. If I did find something in the fucking phone, man, I'm giving it back to him.
You repeatedly disappoint me, man. You owe me anyway, dog. Your dog made my re-up into an edible.
What's so him, nigga? Come on, man, we gonna get Chop up out of here. Y'all take point on this, all right? Hey, I get on the line as soon as I can, because I got history with these FIB motherfuckers. Dog, come on.
You think you can put in a good word with Dre for me? I mean, to get him to endorse LD Organics, man, we'll be on. I'm talking about Green Giant Buku retirement paper.
Man, do you fucking ever listen to yourself?
I listen to me all the time. You should listen to me. Maybe then we'll know what Dre phone at, nigga.
Okay, get onto the network in your office. You know where your office is, right? Good, and we'll get started.
Like, just brilliant cutscene. It's so good, the interplay between those two. Sue him and all that, like, really good. So that's as far as I got on Xbox this morning too. Obviously, again, to continue, you need to go to your office. Where's my office? Here. All the characters in this DLC are quite likable. But you need to go to the office, sign on, but obviously it's unavailable because I'm in a public session, but I can't be a CEO because the maximum number of votes has already been reached. So because of Rockstar's stupid decisions, I actively can't play the game. And I guess these things are going to fill up as we go through the missions. We've got the golf clubs. They weren't there before, right? We have Dog with Cone. And there's a safe in here as well. I don't know what the safe does, but yeah. Yeah, positives and negatives to the DLC, but that's pretty much everything. We've covered it all. If you've come new to the stream, just watch this. It's going to turn into a video once the stream is done, and you'll be able to watch it all through, and anything I've been talking about, like tuners and all that kind of stuff. I talked about it earlier on. I did everything already. Showed off all the new cars and all that kind of stuff. And the drip feed cars, they're going to be coming today. So the video for the drip feed cars is going to be coming in a few hours time. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, all that kind of stuff. Not only for the testing videos in the next few days, which I'll get to testing the cars as soon as I can and get those videos out, but also because of the drip feed cars video. It's going to show all the cars that we've still got to come in the drip feed, all the prices, the order that we're going to get them, and it'll be later today in a few hours time because I managed to get it done earlier today. Thank you very much, Ghosted Echo, for the $5 super chat. And yeah, a lot of work to do. I've got to test all the cars, test all the new cars, got to test all the tuners again, got to figure out what all the changes have happened. You know, it's always hectic at the start of a DLC. I've streamed for nearly 8 hours today, no, 7 hours, but hopefully it'll all be worthwhile in the end, and you guys will enjoy everything and get some use out of it. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for all of the support. I'll get down to work and just keep your eyes on the channel. Alright, thank you guys so much. Thanks everybody down below for memberships and super chats and stuff like that. Remember, become a member if you want early testing results. That's one of the perks that I offer, if you want them a few hours early before the video goes live, because I post them there beforehand, or Patreon support, whatever you want. But as for now, I'll see you guys later, and I'll get working on some testing of cars as usual. Alright, thank you guys so much. Bye bye.